curious about your sign. Wouldn't that go the same for a man? Wouldn't that be the same for a man?
You only need one of them.
What do you mean you only need one of them?
Men can make babies all the time. Women can only do one a year.
Oh, you're talking about having babies or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they can't all be related, right?
Well, let's hope not.
Huh?
Let's hope not.
Yeah, so you need multiple men. So you need men too.
Yeah.
Right.
Two to tango.
Huh?
Takes two to tango.
It does.
It does take two to tango, but it only takes one to get pregnant and give birth, right?
Yeah.
Oh. I just think it's important to have men too, so I don't know why you would.
Okay. I'll keep it in mind.
You what?
I'll keep it in mind.
Okay.
We also have Steve Gelati over.
Hi.
What's up?
I like your helmet.
Thanks. I added some personality to it last week.
I see that. So you think that reflects your personality? I like it.
I don't think it's mine. It's just, I guess.
I love the helmet. I love it. Everything about it.
I'm sure you'd hate it once you realize I support Elon and Trump.
Well, you get to support whoever you want.
Okay.
I mean, I respect your right to make your own decision. So it's all right. That's fine.
And then we have awards to give out. So everybody, please.
So are you uncomfortable with the stock market stuff and the tariffs, or are you okay with it?
Yeah, no, I think tariffs are the way to go.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it's going to be some volatility as we start things off, but the countries will learn, right?
And I think really it makes sense that you might have it because you're a young person.
You think I'm young?
Well, I don't know how old you are, but you're
I'm 51.
younger than I am.
I'm 51.
Okay, I'm 73.
All right.
So, but I worry that, young people, I worry that your people in my age group, are kind of concerned about their retirement savings.
Why would you be concerned about that?
Because the stock market is going down 40%.
Oh.
And that's my retirement plan.
Yeah.
So, but that's all right. I mean, I'll survive.
Yeah, I think they're planning on increasing Social Security a little bit.
Say it again.
I think they're planning on increasing Social Security a little bit.
I think they're planning on getting rid of it, but you and I different.
Yeah, no, they're definitely not going to do that. No, they're working hard to make sure there's no fraud in it.
So how do you feel about wealthy people paying less into Social Security than you do?
Well, I don't know really how I feel. I think percentage-wise, you should pay.
5%.
Percentage-wise, I think that would be fun.
I think that would be a good. I think there are things that could be changed.
I
would
think
make it better for everybody. I agree with you.
Well, Trump is proposing to remove income tax from anyone making less than $150,000 a year. So he's fiddling with that idea.
I hadn't heard that, but that's interesting.
Yeah. So that would be really good because that's an extra like $1,000 for us every month.
There's a group of people who already don't pay income tax because they make such low. Because they make such low incomes.
Yeah.
But $150,000 makes sense.
And I think DeSantis was flirting with the idea of removing property tax or cutting it in half or something like that.
That's a problem for cities.
Cities.
Because everything you see in the city is property tax.
We would just have to make up for in other ways, I guess. Tariffs and other stuff.
Who's going to fund
Who's going to build this?
Fund public schools? Who's going to fund hospitals?
And again,
that's why you got to brainstorm and work it out.
But I think honestly,
here's my brainstorm: tax the fucking rich people. You want to catch fish, you go where the fish are. Come on.
Yeah, honey. Sure, that would help, but would it do everything?
Yeah, it would.
I honestly believe what's interesting about that is that the rich people just in this country, the billionaires in this country, could solve all kinds of problems right now.
Yeah.
By just honestly, they could just say, "Oh, I'm just gonna," you could spend $21 million on a judge at a judge's election. You could spend that $21 million doing things.
Oh, I mean, I completely agree with you. Money's not going where it should go.
I agree with you.
That's why I'm
we're also.
That's why I'm in support of Doge and what it's doing. It's really important. I think it's going to define the country going forward.
I don't have a problem with government efficiency. The process that they're using seems a little bit more like.
Congress.
I'm not sure about the process, but almost everybody I know doesn't have a problem. But I was just listening today for a story that said, "Are you ready for this?" That if you literally got rid of every government worker in the United States right now, the amount of money is just like 2% of the whole budget. He said, but the biggest thing about that are the people who are contractors, the government contractors, most of which is in the military.
Okay.
And so by being a little bit more strategic about where you take, it's not just let's just cut everybody who hasn't been there for a year, but being more strategic about what there are places that we can cut. But honestly, what's so interesting is that since 1990, there were 3 million government workers. 2025, 3.1 million government workers. That's not it. So that percentage of growth doesn't match the 68% growth in population. So that tells me that a good number of people have been pretty efficient in dealing with more population. So it's just I'm just finding.
Well, there's a lot of processes in the government which are really bad.
I agree with you, and that's where and you know what this person was saying. I thought this was so interesting, and I think there are a lot of people who would agree with this. Rather than just getting, because the easy thing to get rid of is a person because you know the salary. But the hardest thing to get rid of are all of the processes and all the regulations that really increase the cost of things.
They basically make positions for people that don't need that position that get paid for nothing. So.
And it's not the people; it's the regulations that they're having to follow. And that's a legislative. I think Congress hasn't done its job.
Right.
And so people are suffering because politicians don't want to do the hard work of studying. Well, what regulations could we really get rid of? What regulations are costing us money? And that, I don't know what you do for a living, but most things requires, you have to get down to a more granular level that I'm going to take out everybody who's been there less than a year. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to say, I know young people who are a lot more valuable than some of the old folk that are just
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they are the ones who are our future, and they lost their jobs. When if we were taking a better look at it, we would early retire those other people, make room for young people. Young people don't even think Social Security is going to be around for them.
Yeah, well, that's always a fear that everyone tries to instill in people. They always try to make people think that Social Security is not going to be there, et cetera, et cetera. But
I will tell you this. Even the Office of Management Budget has already figured out that in the 2030s, everybody who's already getting Medicare is going to have to, unless something happens, they're going to get less money.
Yeah, people can make those predictions, but there's really no reason to think they're going to come true.
I don't know. I'm kind of into math.
You hear the fear mongering all the time. Yeah. Well, you can say that, but theory, but in practice, no one's Social Security is going to go anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere.
I just don't.
In fact, it got raised. Now people who get Social Security, it's like $60,000 a year if you're top end, which is pretty good for Social Security. Yeah, they raised it.
Okay, but Social Security is based on your highest.
Exactly. So if you made good income.
So if you're already making good money, you're going to continue to make good money.
Exactly. Well, as much as it allows you, but yeah.
No, I'm going to tell you I'm comfortable enough. I'm grateful for what I have, but I'm going to tell you, there are just a whole bunch of people I know that live hand to mouth, and well, I have a sister-in-law. I don't even know how she manages on the Social Security that she gets. She's 76, and if things keep getting higher for her, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be up to me, and I'm happy to give her the money.
The eggs are down.
Tell you that.
The eggs are down at least, right? Eggs and the gas are down.
I agree.
All right.
But that wasn't dope. The eggs was about bird flu. That whole thing. And
Stuff like that's going down is because they're getting energy costs down, which is why it's going down.
Eggs are going down because bird flu has been handled.
Well, no,
has nothing to do with the energy.
that plus energy costs going down.
Well, I don't have a problem with energy costs. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. Not one bit.
Because the low energy costs will make a lot of things cheaper.
Now we have one question.
And again, it will be interesting to see how that stands because of all the places that make a lot of profit when you're looking at, a percentage of profit. It's energy. Energy and healthcare, they make a lot of profit. And I don't think healthcare should have any profit.
Well, I think we should. I actually think that we should have a public option for healthcare. Because if we have police and fire and school,
you are so right.
Yeah.
It's a public good. You and I agree, totally agree on that.
Well,
Because
I'm not.
everybody should have healthcare.
I'm not right or left. I'm in the middle. I take from what might make sense.
Yeah. So I think most people probably are.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
I think really there's I think there's a lot of people on the left
could
and
be.
a lot of people on the right, but most of us just want to be fair, and we want things to happen in a way that is fair and equitable.
Well,
so that's just me. And
it depends on what
may have a little bit
a lot of
less
people define fair differently than they should.
That is true. That is so true.
You don't mind me saying, but you see, you have a sticker, I voted,
Yep.
and there's a lot of voter suppression.
You think there's voter suppression?
Here.
Why?
Well, for example, in Florida, if you vote by mail, it used to be you didn't have to re-register to vote by mail.
You didn't have to
You
register?
didn't have to, you registered and
You don't have to re-register. You just have to reapply every.
reapply.
Yeah.
But you didn't have to reapply.
You had to do it every 4 years. Now it's every 2 years.
No, you didn't have to go. You never had to do it.
Oh, really?
They are requiring you to do it every 2 years. Okay, that's not too bad for someone like me. But if you're disabled, you're 85 and you're disabled and you don't have a computer, well, they're going to change it. They don't want you to do it online. How are you going to go to a supervisor of elections and re-register?
That's something they should iron out and get it going.
I'm sorry to say, the Republicans in the state, they changed the law that you have to do it every 2 years. And if they change the law where you can't do that online, how are people going to be able to vote?
I think they'll iron that out. I do.
No, they don't, sir.
You don't think they care? What do you mean?
No, I'm sorry to disagree with you, but unfortunately what's been happening lately are Republicans don't want people to vote.
I think they really want people to vote. That's what they want. They just want it fairly, which is why they want voter ID.
Look up, right, but what if a woman gets married?
Gets married? What do you mean?
Yeah, if my maiden name is Spiegel.
Okay.
My married name is Goldman. So I'm 75 and I marry again.
Yeah.
And now my name is Smith.
Okay.
How am I going to get my birth certificate?
Hey, you're talking about specific things that may or may not need to be ironed out. I don't see how.
Oh, I know.
I don't see what's the problem.
She's talking about the SAVE Act that's in the House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate.
Okay.
And what it is they're saying now that it's about the idea of protecting voters. But
Yeah.
what happens is that now they're saying if you want to register to vote, you have to produce documents that show your citizenship.
Right.
But if you happen to be maybe a third of the population that has a passport, no big deal. But if I'm a woman, well, I am a woman, I've been married twice, I've changed my name, I just say I live in a place where the hurricane wiped out everything I have. Now I would have to produce my birth certificate, my marriage license, my divorce papers, my and everything to be able to register to vote.
Okay, if you think things like that are a problem, you take it up with the appropriate people and you get it ironed out. I don't see the
Well, I
problem.
have taken it up with the appropriate people, and the Republicans are not having
If it's a
anything
law,
about
they're
it.
not going to do anything. They have to go by the law.
And you're not a Republican, so I'm not. I don't want you to feel like I'm just saying to you that as a party, the biggest. I mean, the Republicans are all over this saying that, and it's a problem because it is. I cannot tell you how against women. Of course, everything that the
I
Republicans
bet you know what
say
you know what
against women.
I bet if Trump were here and we asked him that question, he'd give a very sensible response that makes sense.
And they say, one response
He would say, I don't know anything about it.
Oh no, I'm sure he would
one
care.
response is it's to prevent non-citizens from voting. They can't vote anymore. They are creating a problem
Yeah.
so that they can prevent people from voting.
Okay.
And I've worked in voter registration for many years.
I can't imagine someone on the right being against people voting. I just can't imagine that. I mean,
You're right. It makes no sense.
right. So don't blame the right just because you think that that's an issue and think it's all their fault. It's just something that needs to be ironed out if it is an issue.
Right, but they want to pass the law. If the law is passed...
Yeah, I'd have to look into the law. I'm sorry, I'm not educated on it.
Yeah. SAVE Act. And they want to...
It's called the SAVE Act?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll look into it.
And the fact that you have to be registered to vote by mail every 2 years.
Yeah.
If I'm 85 and I don't have a computer, how can I go down to the supervisor of elections?
Just
You can't.
just to get a body transplant, and they got the robots coming out. You can get a robotic body. I don't see the problem. Elon's going to make it eventually. What are you worried about?
Yeah, but by that time she'll be dead.
It's okay. We'll put your brain in a little jar. You know.
Everyone's vote counts.
Huh?
Everyone's vote counts.
Well, it depends on where you live, really.
He's not being serious.
Everyone's vote. But if you're a citizen and you think so passionately about voting
Yeah.
and you want to make sure your vote counts,
I didn't care about voting until Trump came. Because it seemed useless. But now Trump's in there. He's doing something with Doge and Elon and helping. It's actually making a difference. For once, my vote feels like I felt good to actually vote. But I stopped voting for like years.
They will tell you that you are in that very demographic that the Republican Party and Trump voters have cultivated. You are a white male. And so that they have really recruited you. And I get it. I understand why.
I don't know what you mean. What does me being white have to do with anything?
Huh?
What does me being white have to do with anything?
I don't think about DEI. Says something about
Yeah, I hate
the fact
DEI.
that they're, yeah, exactly.
I don't like DEI. It means
That your white male would make that happen.
I don't know, what does it me being white have to do with anything? If I was a different color, I'd probably think the same thing. Because I have the brain that uses reason and logic. Yeah.
I'm on the special serum for legal disability, but also belong to your mom's in action. I belong to anyway.
pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Aren't you hot?
Fist bump. What? What?
Hot.
Oh, thank you for noticing. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you too, man.
Look up to say that.
What's that?
Look up to say
I will, yes, definitely.
And you know, so I helped people get their vote by mail ballot
Okay.
accepted.
Okay.
And I spoke to like an 85 or 90-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Her vote by mail ballot was rejected
Okay.
because of my signature.
Right.
She was so thankful, and I spoke to her daughter. She couldn't do anything. Her daughter helped.
Yeah, but don't think that Republicans are against her voting. I'm sure they would want that to work.
Why did they change the law?
You'd have to ask them. I can't answer that for you.
Okay. But think about it. Why would they change the law?
I have to ask them.
I'm not any good at it. My husband made these. I wasn't sure I was even going to come, but he said, I'll make some.
I'm really,
Aren't you warm?
baby, I'm hot. Can't you tell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right in the sun. We've kept you out in the sun. Sorry about that.
I'll take it all off if the ladies really want me to.
That's okay. What is it? What is that called? The thing that you're on?
Electric unicycle, EUC. Yeah.
Standardized.
What is this? What is it? Come on, this is not right.
This is Don't Tread on Me. That's the symbol of Don't Tread on Me.
Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah.
And the idea
How are they
is,
treading on us?
you know, they don't pay their taxes.
You don't think Elon and Trump pay their taxes?
No.
You don't think they pay? How does that?
They don't pay enough taxes.
Okay, but how are they treading on us? What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Because when we don't have enough money in we have a deficit that's unbelievable. And they could actually eliminate the deficit if we pay more of a way.
Right, but we also have a lot of money going out where it shouldn't be going out.
Right,
That
so we should do both.
a lot of
I have
the left made happen and stuff like USA and stuff like that.
I don't know if the left's invented every department there is.
I didn't say that I just said it's a very much leaning.
Education might not have been a left idea. I mean, that's a very, very big statement.
Yeah, but there's a lot of money going out.
Can I just say that it's eventually going to fall on the shoulders of people who are not millionaires to keep things going if they don't pay more of their share because they have it and we don't.
Well, you know, there's a lot of money they're stopping that's going out that shouldn't go out. A lot of fraud,
No,
waste.
I agree with you. What's your name?
Hold on. There's a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse that's going on that they're catching with Doge, which is going to help us. They're treading on us. They're helping us.
Did they do any investigation before they fired people? I'm just going to tell you. They just fired people.
You'd have to ask them that.
But you don't care. That's the thing.
I didn't say I didn't care. I just said if you want that,
Did any investigation? You don't care.
you don't. Well, we don't know that, do we?
They did it in a week. How much investigation?
Well, you don't know. You don't know what they did, do you?
Thank you.
I know what. I'm a computer programmer. I know what it takes.
Okay,
to
I work
investigate.
IT too. Big deal.
Oh, so it takes some time to know whether these people should be
Right,
fired.
right. How do you know they did nothing?
They came in and they just said everybody.
Okay, but you don't know they didn't. They did
No, I know
nothing.
what they did.
No, you don't know what they did.
No, I do. It's
You don't know what they did.
I can tell you what they did.
Okay, were you over their shoulders watching them? Like, how did they say what they did?
It was in the news.
Oh, the news. That's right.
It doesn't matter.
The propaganda. Got it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I hope you're very happy for the rest of your life.
I'm going to try to be because my foundation is truth.
If you're blind, you'll be very happy.
No, because my foundation is truth. I love to. I believe in what shows me
I
true.
know what the truth is. I can make it up in your head. I'm going to go.
so please make sure you are registered to be able to participate.
Nice to meet you, man. Take care.
If not, we please ask us to vacate so we can continue our fundraiser today.
How did you do that? It was a paperwork misdemeanor, bro.
Just a misdemeanor. I know.
They were paperwork misdemeanors. The judge blew them out of proportion. There was no discussion. He's not a felon.
Right.
Think before you write. Suppress who? What? Which foreigners?
Foreigners,
Right. Which one?
anyone.
Okay. How are foreigners oppressed?
Well, we're not letting them in the country. We're throwing them out. A lot of them are here legally. We're supposed to welcome them.
But if they're illegal, they shouldn't be here, right?
Right. But some of them need to be here anyway.
Oh, and you're recording. Yeah, I'm not interested. Bye. That's illegal. No, I'm legally recording you right now.
I don't care.
Oh, that's good.
Well, thank you for the discussion.
Okay.
Well, I could make a sign. So how fast can you go on that?
60.
It works. Well,
I've only gone 46 though.
smart.
I'm not going to go faster.
Didn't have enough gear.
I have enough gear. I don't want to go that fast.
You said it goes 60.
Yes, sir. It's worth it. You should get one before you're too old. You should get one.
I like 2 weeks.
Are you right in saying that you're working at Ace Hardware? Absolutely.
I know you want, yeah. Did you want your picture taken with yourself? No, that's all right. You want me to do you?
Come on, Hitler, really?
Did you ever read History 1930?
Yeah. What does that have to do with Trump?
Read, honestly.
He is an agitator, so
No,
don't even
read
bother
the
talking.
1930s.
He's an agitator. He was at Tesla
But how is it like
on the
Trump?
Republican side. So he, yeah. If you don't even get into it with him, shut up.
Just trying to talk to you.
What's that?
Because you have your opinion, I have.
Yes, ma'am.
But if you read,
Ignore him! Ignore him! Ignore him! Ignore him! Ignore him! Ignore him!
if you read,
Ignore him!
I read
Ignore him!
history
Ignore
in the
him!
1930s.
Okay.
I just finished reading it.
Okay.
Every single thing that's happening to this country is exactly what Hitler did. Hitler was very, very smart. It's the
Okay.
exact same thing. So just read it, and then you can choose.
That's
It's unbelievable.
Can you give me like a couple of
Well, I'll tell you where I read it. I
Okay.
read William Randolph Hearst's biography,
Okay.
and that was from 1890 to 1951.
Okay.
And he wrote newspaper clippings, everything about how Hitler got into office, what Hitler did, what his playbook was.
Okay.
And so if you did not go along with his regime, then you were out. You
But
were cast
you don't
out.
see anyone doing that now, right?
Yeah, it's
how?
kind of the same. It's
And-
kind of the same.
Do you have any examples of that, or?
What he's doing to people who are legally in this country,
Legally?
like scientists and researchers,
What-
and he's sending them overseas to deport them.
You think Trump is deporting citizens?
Yeah.
But there's no evidence of that.
Yeah, there is. There is. Let's say
Really?
Tufts University professor who was here working on research, cancer research, he
Right.
just deported Russians.
Was she a full citizen or
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't. What was her name?
Garcia, who's in an El Salvador prison now.
What was her name?
I don't know. Go and read. Just read it.
And
And then you
what
can-
position
and
did
then
she have? I'll look for
She
it.
was a full professor.
Full
She
professor.
was from Turkey. She was at Tufts. There's another one that was at Brown University. Another person who was here.
And you think these were dual citizens that he sent off? Are you sure about that? You're not mistaken? You did your homework?
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
What about Garcia?
But just read it. You have your opinion. I do
Well,
too.
I really go by facts. I don't go by opinions.
So do I. You're
Okay.
exactly right. You can't just go into
Yeah, I don't like people who don't talk. I like that you at least talk to me.
Of course I'm going to talk
Right.
to you.
A lot of it, let me tell you, a lot of the people here who think like you do not talk.
They don't.
They don't talk. Most of these people, if they find out that you don't agree with them, they don't talk to you. Or they say shit to you. And they try to talk to you. And that's good. That's good.
And you're not. You just want to go and read and form your own opinion. I respect
Yeah, I
that.
might be a dick once in a while,
It
but...
doesn't matter, so I'm a bitch.
All right. Thank you, man. Have a good day. All right.
Good day. You know, not a cut.
I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee that.
But I like what you're wearing. You're gonna like one of those.
It goes pretty fast, so yeah.
I used to ride motorcycles, so
Yeah. I mean, there's some crazy drivers out there.
there are. Yeah, they do all kind of crazy stuff.
I don't think they're really following the Project 2025, are they?
I don't think you're really following what Trump's doing and Project 2025.
Okay. What do you think Trump's doing that's so bad since you want to stop Trump on it?
It'd be easier if I told you what I thought he was doing well.
Okay, you like Doge is going well, right? Doge is good, right?
No,
You don't think Doge is good?
no, not at all.
Really?
It's like trying to remove a splinter with a machete.
But are they getting rid of fraud, waste, and abuse?
No, they're not at all.
Because they posted on their website.
You can't go into a facility and cut half the people and say you're cutting fraud, waste, and abuse because you don't know what they were doing.
Well, you're assuming they didn't do the homework before they did it.
Yeah.
Why? Why would you do that?
Why would I do that? Why would I assume that they did? Why didn't they tell me that fraud, waste, and abuse is occurring at this place, not half the place? You can go in with a scalpel, or you can go in with your machete and chainsaw, and they're using machete and chainsaw.
Okay, but are they actually removing fraud, waste, and abuse?
No.
Well,
They don't
if you
know
don't think
enough.
they are, then why
They
not?
don't.
Why don't you think they are? Because they post it on the website. You just don't think, you don't believe what's posted?
No, I don't believe what they're doing. You can't go
Well,
to
then-
an agency and cut half the people that were there.
So you think they're lying about everything on the website? Everything that they're cutting?
I don't read their website, quite frankly.
Oh,
and
well,
and
how do you know what they're doing is not right then? Because they're transparent about what they're cutting.
Because they go to a facility, agency, and cut half the people.
Okay. Maybe they knew which half to cut.
No, sir.
No? Okay. Well, I mean,
Not at all.
if you didn't read it, then you don't really know if it is cutting fraud or not because you didn't look into it.
You can read it and believe the stuff they put on there, but
Well, if I don't believe them, what would I listen to? The left? Just the left?
believe what's happening.
Well, how do we find out what's happening?
Well,
Because Elon is posting it on the Doge website as well as X, so he's posting what's happening. You're saying it's wrong, but then what do you have to base that on? Is my question.
Well, did they remove half the staff from agencies, or are they closing the Department
No, I'm talking
of
about all the
Education?
cuts they did. How do you know that that's not happening?
Because anybody that thinks you can go into an agency and cut
They
half,
can't, and they did.
and cut half the people there, and that's fraud.
Okay, we're not
waste, and
talking about
abuse.
people. We're talking about the money that's going out from the government to NGOs and stuff like that. That's nefarious.
If you think you can go into an agency, cut half the people there. Wait a minute. Cut half the people there, and that you're getting at fraud, waste, and abuse. Your delusion.
Oh, I'm talking about the money going out to NGOs, not staff people. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about all the stuff they're finding that's going out to NGOs and other stuff. That's fraud, waste, and abuse. They're finding that and they're posting it on the website, so they are getting rid of a lot of stuff. But you're thinking none of that's true. But then you said you didn't read it.
Go into an agency that has nothing to do with the government, and you have to get the police there to let you in because you're not authorized to be there. But you go in anyway to that agency and tell the people that work there they all have to leave.
We're talking about
they're not even part of the government.
We're talking about two different things right now. We're talking about two different things. So, with all due respect,
I don't see a lot of difference.
Money going out to NGOs that are doing nothing.
That are helping people stay alive.
Very little of it is good. Most of it's bad, apparently.
Most of it goes to help people stay alive.
I wouldn't say that at all. No.
That, we have differing opinions.
Well, it's not an opinion. These are facts we're talking about, right?
Well, we can't agree on the facts, so we're going to have to say their opinion.
It doesn't make them opinions. There are statements of fact that could be wrong or right.
Okay.
Right. And that's why you have debates and you talk about evidence and stuff like that to try to see who's right and who's wrong. Or maybe they're both wrong. Who knows? You just got to look into the facts. That's what I do.
I think that what Doge is doing, in my opinion, all of it ought to be illegal. That ought to be occurring
Congress
until it's done appropriately. Well, if you did it appropriately,
it actually is appropriate, and I'll tell you why. Because Congress does not want fraud, waste, and abuse, and if they find it and stop it, they're doing what Congress wants.
They don't have the authorization.
Yes, they do, because Congress approved certain things, but they did not approve fraud, waste, or abuse. So them getting rid of that is actually good. It is authorized. The president appointed. It actually used to be an Obama thing, the USDS. Yeah, it used to be called USDS, and then Trump got it, renamed it, tweaked it a little bit.
Did he hire Musk?
He didn't hire him, he appointed him. Musk doesn't take a salary, and Trump doesn't take a salary either.
Did he put him in a position and have him vetted by Congress as other cabinet members?
Not if he has to. If he appoints him, he doesn't have to. It's 130 days.
Doesn't mean that he ought not do it.
Well, a lot of other people were appointed by presidents too. So why worry about Elon? He doesn't need the money. In fact, he's losing money by doing this.
I don't think so.
Of course he is. Look at the stock in Tesla. Of course it's taking a tank. They're cut in half.
Look at the contracts he's getting.
There's no reason to think he's getting a favorable contract from what he's doing.
That he's getting now.
Yeah, he's not. He's not getting any favorable treatment.
You need to relook at that.
Yeah, I have, and it's really a lot of lefty news that's inaccurate.
Well, I would argue the same.
Okay.
I would argue the same for writing news.
All right. I just think in a few years we'll be very happy that Doge came along and did what he did. I think it's going to take some time.
I think in a few years we're going to be really sorry we ever heard the name.
No. Okay. Let's make predictions, and in a few years let's both reflect on it. In a few years, I think that you will thank Trump. That's my prediction. What's your prediction, sir?
I will never thank Trump for anything.
All right.
And among the reasons why...
That sounds like TDS.
Well, among the reasons why...
Okay.
He said that John McCain, because he was a POW...
Oh, yeah, I know. I heard that story. Yeah, I heard that story.
Ain't no story. It's true.
Yeah, I'm sure it's true. Yeah.
He said that as he flew over the graveyard in France of the World War II, World War I soldiers that died. He said, suckers and losers.
Yeah,
He said that he flew over the Arizona Memorial in Pearl Harbor and said, gee, what's that?
I don't know about that. I thought you were going to talk about something else, but okay.
Those are things I will.
You can be mad at him for stuff that you don't like about his past, but what is he doing now is important. That's what's important.
Preventing veterans from receiving what they ought to be receiving by decreasing the services available to them through the VA.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what he's trying to accomplish or not.
Well, I don't know if that's what he's trying to accomplish, but that's what he's doing.
Okay. Well then we just need to make sure that that's not done, because I'm sure he doesn't want that to happen. I doubt that Trump is like, yeah, I want to give him life sentences. Of course he doesn't. So we shouldn't assume that that's what he's trying to do.
Well, that's the result.
Well, then maybe something was overlooked, mistakes happened. Even Elon said mistakes happened, we'll correct them as soon as we can.
If you investigate things appropriately before you come in with your machete or chainsaw to cut stuff out, you decrease the chance of making those.
If you think
mistakes.
Doge didn't do anything good and you never looked into it, then I'm not sure how much else I can take what you say seriously about other things. If you're against Doge, you think it hasn't done any good, but you haven't even looked into it, I think it's a problem.
I'm against Trump for the things that I mentioned, among others.
All right.
He has no respect for veterans.
I don't know about that.
I do. I'm a veteran.
What's that?
I'm a veteran.
I'm a veteran too. I don't see him acting like
serve?
that. Desert Storm?
Desert Storm?
91, 92, yeah.
Yeah. Vietnam.
All right.
So, and if you think he has any respect at all for veterans, you go back and look and see what he's been saying and doing.
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
I haven't seen that. I would like to get first-hand evidence of that because I have never heard of that.
Where is he today when the 4 soldiers that were in Lithuania are returning to the States?
Yeah, you see, we can...
They had thousands of people in Lithuania to see them off, and he's going to go down to a live golf tournament because that's more important than go. And he could do both.
We can make little stories like this and make him sound like he's bad. You can do that all day long, you know.
Well, it's true.
But
isn't it true?
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know about that.
He's at a live golf tournament. That's true.
Okay.
The soldiers will return from Lithuania. That's true. Those two things are true.
Right. I don't know. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. See what happens, sir.
I enjoy talking with you, sir. I respect you. I don't agree with you, but I respect you, all right?
All right, buddy.
All right. You have a good day. Materials are better, or the design is better, and this
What is unbalanced power?
I'm sorry? Branch should not have all the power.
You think that's true right now?
I'm ignoring you.
Well, you just responded to me, so did you just start ignoring me? Okay. They're legit. You know, Doge was made from what Obama made, right?
No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Obama made USDS, and then Trump turned it into Doge. So it started with Obama.
You can move along, sir.
I know I can.
Your information
I know,
is
but
absolutely...
You're wrong in your sign.
Move along. Elderly women are...
Thank
you for inspiring me to hold it higher. I really appreciate it.
So you want to hold something higher that
Thank you so much.
it's incorrect.
Ignore him. Ignore him. Ignore him. Ignore him.
Here's that shit.
What the hell? Ignore him. Ignore him. Ignore him.
Why have wrong signs up? I just don't understand. Higher. Louder. 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 Come on, girl. Louder. Come on. Shut up. I don't even know what you're referring to there.
By Vance and such, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. In this case, the administration is destroying checks and balances.
Okay. Well, they're not going to, so 4 years of this good stuff. Sure, I can argue. You can argue, okay? No, they're not.
No?
it can be. They can be forced, but then we're not going to buy it. We're going to get locally. That's the way it works. What a Nazi, really? Come on, man. That's so wrong. There's no Nazis here, lady. Come on, man. That doesn't make any sense. Trump era. He's got 4 more years. What are you talking about?
Oh, he's leaving very soon.
No, he's not.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Trump is?
Yep.
How?
Very soon.
How?
25th Amendment, impeachment.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, well,
No.
if enough people call their representatives, yes, it will.
Yeah, I guarantee you it's not going to happen.
I'm not going to get in an argument
Well,
with
it's
you.
because you're wrong, you know? You
No.
don't know what you're talking about.
I have a right to my opinion.
Well, I guess it's opinion, but it's more of like a statement of fact
Free
you're trying.
speech. Check the Constitution. Check the First Amendment.
It doesn't mean that people don't have something to say about it.
First Amendment.
Obviously, but it doesn't mean that someone can't say something
You're a
against
Trump
it.
supporter. You're not welcome here.
Oh, yes, because you only want to talk to your echo chamber. Got it. I'm sorry your mom did that to
Bring it all
you.
back, girl. Bring it all back.
I can't do it to my board.
No, we need borders. What are you talking? That's crazy. Dictators? There's no dictators here, dude. Come on. Cheeto must be better. What? Must. Dude, I'm having a problem with your sign.
It's okay.
Are you smoking?
Basically, everybody that's a Trumpy is sucking on Trump's dick, and they call him a Cheeto. So that must be better than human rights or grocery prices. They're just following his lead. That's okay.
I really don't have anything to say to that. I mean, it's so
cool.
out there. I don't understand.
It's okay.
Okay.
Cool little rider thing.
All right. Thank you.
Fucking coward!
I don't see any conservatives anywhere. Like there's no group of conservatives.
Well, listen, the White House's attention is here now.
What's that?
The White House's attention is here now.
I don't understand you.
The White House, your attention is here now. These cowards are on!
What the hell?
No, this is not a fucking laughing matter.
Okay.
Why do you think they're gathering them here? Why do you think they're blasting frequency? Why do you think they inject them with vaccines? To fucking alleviate the fucking vaccine in them. To kill them. Please, take notice.
Oh, wow. He's a little crazy. Wow. I saw that guy before. But now I know he's got some screws loose. You should get one.
What?
So you should get one.
Oh, it looks very dangerous.
It is, but that's what makes it so much fun.
Those shoes don't look very dangerous, though.
The what?
Shoes don't look very dangerous.
The
Shoes don't look very dangerous.
shoes?
Yeah, as in they're not like combat boots or whatever.
No, they're not steel toe. They're waterproof and they're leather.
Yeah.
And they're considered barefoot shoes because they're spread out.
Yeah,
Because
that's
you
awesome.
gotta take care of your toes.
Yes,
you know?
I think more than anything. Yeah.
People crunch their shit up in those freaking shoes.
Oh, I know.
So bad.
I know.
You look like you got some sexy. There you go. You got some sexy toes. You're
Oh
all
no,
good.
I don't. Not right now. All right, well enjoy.
Yeah, you too.
So would you like a cupcake and chocolate caramel?
Oh no, thanks.
Okay.
That sounds very unhealthy.
It very is. It is terrible for you.
I've seen you on YouTube before, right?
Yeah?
Yeah. How you doing, man?
You remember my name?
No, not really. I've only seen just a few of your videos. Seen you skating around like UF and shit, like debating people.
Yeah. I started uploading back in 2012, 2013 when I was in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And I moved here in 2020, so.
Nice. Yeah, I noticed the gear and I was like, oh, that's that dude. And
Yeah, I just got this last week from China,
nice.
so I added a little personality.
There you go.
My
Hell of a turnout, man.
My username online for YouTube, TikTok, and X is TedTheAtheist.
TedTheAtheist?
Yeah.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think you came up in other like atheist debates that I've watched.
Yeah, I uploaded last week's protests on my YouTube channel, and I had to knock down some lefty.
Some lefty?
Yeah, I had my thing here, and she came over here, and she tried to pour water all over my thing.
Oh wow.
And that's fucked up.
Yeah, people are fucked up, man. They're losing their shit, dude.
So yeah, I'm surprised you. Okay, because of the wheel or what?
Yeah, you get up.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it seemed like the knee pads and the single wheel.
Yeah.
I think you were debating some like kid or something. I don't know.
Really?
It was like 10 minutes that I watched.
What do you think about those debates?
They're pretty good, man.
Okay.
Yeah, interesting.
I think I've gotten better over the years.
Yeah?
Yeah. I like to think if you saw my early ones and saw the ones now, I think there's a little bit of a difference.
Okay. Yeah,
Just because of the questions I ask and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm more direct and I give less wiggle room for them.
That's what they look for, is the wiggle room.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see any conservative groups anywhere here, so it looks like it's all just the left over here, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
Both sides to me are just fucked up, man.
What's that?
Both sides, MAGA and the left.
Yeah, I'm not left or right. Yeah, I'm not left or right. I take from both.
Yeah.
But all these signs are all bullshit. They're all 90-something% of them are all incorrect or personal attacks. It doesn't mean anything. So it's like I was telling my camera, I was over there holding the camera up to show the amount of people here, and I was telling my camera, I'm like, this is where all the ignorant, gullible people come, because the left, they buy into what the left says, right? Because they don't care about fact check. Oh, the news is saying that, therefore I believe in it, and I feel like it's right. So this is where they all come, and they're out here and they don't want to talk about anything.
Yeah, it's silos of information, man.
If I came out to talk about men's rights and someone wants to put a camera in my face to talk about it, I'd be more than happy to discuss it, because I'd have something to say. I know what I'm talking about. No one here, they all act like they're passionate, but they don't know what they think. They don't know what they believe in.
They must.
One guy over there telling me that Trump's going to be impeached soon and leave office. I'm like, no, it's not going to ever happen. You know, it's going to happen very soon. I don't talk with you. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I think. Have you seen the traffic? Have you seen the traffic? Apparently, it's like fucking up the city, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, these people are getting in the street a little bit too. Plus, when these cars come through here, they just go real slow. Like this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm about to do my intercom soon. I would rather not be on my wheel.
It's so mother.
That guy's a little crazy.
Yeah.
I saw him the last 2 times in the 2 protests by Tesla. I just talked to him over there, and he started talking about those towers over there and how they're affecting everybody, and it's doing some weird. He started making some weird ass claims. I'm like, whoa, okay, so you're not just a Trump supporter, you're like, you need medication.
Well, hey man, good seeing you. Be safe.
All right, buddy.
I'm gonna go holler at this chick. I think I know her.
Wait, a chick? No.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. Be well, buddy.
See you.
Go Trump! Go Elon! Woo! Yeah! You know you love Elon. I can tell with your sign. Your little punch Nazi sign. Crazy lady. Where are the Nazis? Where are the Nazis, lady? I don't see them. I don't see any Nazis anywhere. Let's look at some more of these stupid signs. Authoritarian state, really, lady? Where is that? You don't know, because you have no idea. that sign, do you? Look at these stupid signs. Look at some more stupid signs. Sorry, my intercom's better than your voice. What's that?
I can hear you. Ukraine? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What about my helmet?
It supports Ukraine.
How so?
It's their colors of their flag.
You can find colors in anything. How's your groomer flag there?
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
You like grooming children? Yeah. I don't know. That's a groomer flag. That is a groomer flag, isn't it? Yeah.
Lady with the groomer flag came over to me.
Little Ted has got to go.
We got some butt-hurt Democrats here. Butt-hurt Democrats. Butt-hurt Democrats. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Not a damn thing, boy. Not a damn thing, boy. That's right, boy.
Ted has got to go.
Okay.
Little Ted has got to go. Hey, hey. Little Ted has got to go. Hey, hey.
Where's the felon? Who's the felon? Who's the felon?
Hey, hey.
Who's the felon?
Little Ted has got to go. Hey, hey. Ted has got to go. Little Ted has got to go.
Felon. Who's the felon? Who's the felon?
Got to go.
Hey, get wrecked, son.
Little Ted has got to go.
Give him some space.
Hey,
Idiot.
Little Ted has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Little Ted has got to go. Is that all you have? Hey,
I think your voice is going to go out before mine does.
Ted has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Little Ted has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Keep going.
Little Ted has got to go. Hey,
More.
hey,
More.
Little Ted has got to go. Hey,
Come on, louder. Come on. I want you to go louder.
Hey,
Do what I tell you, son. You're a robot, aren't you? Don't you do what people tell you to do?
I'm nobody.
Right?
I'm nobody.
Right?
When's the last
Don't
time
you
you had
do
a
what
date?
people tell you what to do?
When's the
You're
last
like a
time
robot,
you had
right?
a
Come
date?
on. You're supposed to follow my instructions.
Little Ted has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Little Ted has got to go. Hey, they're worried about you.
Oh,
Hey, hey.
trust me, they're not worried about me at all.
Little Ted has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Little Ted has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Little Ted has got to go. All right. Thanks. Appreciate you giving me a break.
Hey, man. I'm going to get all tethered out, you know?
You know, this is America, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this is
Yep.
America.
And we're both in public.
Absolutely.
And then why did you come up to me like a dumbass?
Because you're screaming at everybody, calling them idiots. So
Well, these are idiots with signs, yeah.
No.
And I'm allowed to do that.
You're an idiot without.
How am I an idiot? Tell me.
You're an idiot.
Oh, you're trying to make sense of this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd love to hear it. Come on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That's good. What?
Go, make sense of this. Go ahead.
What am I doing?
On you're making sense of you coming up like this, acting like a moron. I'm waiting for it to make sense.
I was actually. You're on a single wheel little scooter.
What does that do with
Some
anything?
little weird little garb
What does that
running
do with-
around here.
what does that do with anything?
Protesting. That's okay.
Right. Yeah, I'm in
this is
public like
America.
anybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
This is America.
Right.
Yeah. Congratulations. I appreciate
So
you
you're
doing
just
your
fucking
civic
retarded.
duty.
So you're just retarded.
Oh, I'm retarded.
I think you're retarded.
You're using the R slur.
Yeah, I think you're retarded.
That's nice. That's
a little
nice.
retarded.
That's nice.
Maybe a lot.
Make
but
sure
maybe
that
at least a little
language
retarded.
goes on YouTube.
Oh, sure. Sure will.
Make sure
of course
that
it
goes
will.
on there.
Oh, yeah.
What's your name? Ted what? You
Yeah.
have a YouTube page?
Huh? Yeah, you should find it.
What is it? No, I'd
you
love
should
to
look
go
for
on
it.
there and
All right,
we can start
do your
this
homework,
thing.
son. You're going to do homework, all right? Isn't this all factual? Isn't this all factual?
Yeah.
So you should know how to do homework, right? All right, then. Good luck with that.
What's your YouTube handle? Don't you want to promote it? Don't you want to promote it?
Gotta find it, buddy. Gotta find it, buddy.
Yeah, little Ted has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Little Ted has got to go.
All right,
I've enjoyed
buddy.
interacting with you. I'd like to do this all day.
Oh, I'm sure you wouldn't be able
stay
to.
here,
Yeah.
man. Stay here. Talk to me. Look at me.
Yeah, I want you to go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. Come on. Let's go for a walk.
You want to run?
Come on, let's go for a walk. Come on, son.
Go Trump! Go Trump! We love Elon! We love Trump! We love Elon! We love Trump! Go Elon! Oh yeah! Go Elon! Go Trump! Woo! Go Elon! We love Elon! We love Trump! We love Elon! We love Trump! Say it! You'll all thank Trump eventually. All of you. With your retarded signs.
How you doing, cutie?
Fine, how are you?
Single?
No.
No, I said I'm single.
Oh, I'm not.
You made me sad.
I'm sorry.
Go Trump! Woo! Go Trump! We love Trump! We love Elon! Go Trump! Go Trump! Go Trump! Go Trump! Go Trump! We love Trump! We love Trump! Say it! Say it with me! Go Trump! We love Trump!